Sometimes in hip hop, the hardest thing to do isn't diss somebody, it's to apologize. And that's exactly why this whole situation between Dame Dash and Jay-Z still has the culture talking. Because when a man who helped build one of the most iconic dynasties in music publicly says I'm sorry and then flips the narrative a few days later, it leaves everybody questioning what's real and what's just performance. This conversation took place on Talk with Flea, and Cam'ron gave us one of the most honest takes we've heard so far. He basically broke down how confusing it felt watching Dame Dash extend the olive branch one moment and then throw shade the next moment. Imagine this. Dame goes online in a dark room and says, "Jay, if I've offended you, I apologize. Biggs, I'm sorry too." Now that's a grown man move. That's accountability. That's the type of energy that can lead to peace. But just a few days later, Cam does a concert with Jay, showing that the two of them were finally past all the drama. And Dame turns it into a joke. Suddenly, it's the Bowtie Twins and the Champagne Brothers, clowning Cam for even sharing the stage with Jay-Z. And that's where Cam's confusion is valid, because if the apology was real, why ridicule their progress? Why try to make peace look like weakness? From my perspective, this is one of those moments where ego and emotion still haven't fully healed. Dame might have genuinely felt remorse when he apologized, but maybe seeing Cam and Jay together triggered those old feelings of resentment. Or maybe it's deeper. Maybe part of him still feels like he's owed recognition for what they built together. And when he doesn't get it, the jokes are his defense mechanism. But here's the truth. At this stage of the game, nobody wins by holding on to grudges. Not Jay, not Dame, not Cam, and definitely not the culture. These three men created something legendary. They shifted music, fashion, and business. And even though things went left, that legacy is still bigger than any petty shots or online trolling. That's why I respect Cam's approach here. He didn't fire back with disrespect. He didn't feed the negativity. He just pointed out how inconsistent it looked and kept it moving. That's growth and that's maturity. And honestly, that's what this whole situation needs. More men willing to talk it out instead of clowning each other online. Because deep down, I think the culture wants to see Dame Dash and Jay-Z squash this for real. Imagine what they could do if they ever linked up again. Even on a business level. Forget the past, the amount of generational wealth, ownership plays, and cultural impact they could create together would be insane. They don't even have to be best friends. They just have to respect each other enough to move forward. So now I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Dame's apology was genuine, or was it just damage control? And if Jay-Z and Dame Dash ever made peace, what kind of business move would you love to see them make together? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.